here we are, man.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
I love
John
being
and
live,
Mike.
baby.
Oh, and we're here from Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. And tonight we're going to do, what is this?
I can't read it. Let me.
Winchester, Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey.
That's a gun? No, it's a. Okay, whatever.
I think it'll be good.
Gun/bourbon now.
Well, so I hear some rustling around over there. Anyway, what is this? So Winchester.
Hold up.
What?
Hold up. Nah, we're not doing that tonight.
What?
I say we do this.
The hell is
A little something different. Set that one to the
What
side.
is? Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. What do you do? What is that?
That's a little something special, John. That's Juliet. It's an Armagnac.
Holy shit! Distilled in 1989.
89. This year I was born, actually. Best part about it.
What does that make you? 52? 54?
It says age.
No.
It says age. 30 years.
30 years. Yeah, it was bottled in 2019, distilled in 1989. So it's been 30 years in a barrel.
Now, wait a minute, I'm almost 30. That's
Wow.
Almost there. The
81 proof.
81 proof. It's 40.5%. Little is known about these old vintage bottles of Armagnac. I've even spent some time looking things up on Google myself to have found almost nothing about it. The notes on it are
France.
very
It's beautiful.
small. I mean, it is a concentrated plum vanilla profile. It does have a strong vanilla presence. A lot of time in the barrel, but
And French oak, I presume.
French oak. Usually Armagnac is distilled. It comes off a 50 to 60%.
Yeah, for those of you that can't really see, it is. I mean,
It's dark.
It's super dark. So I mean, the color there definitely represents what I would assume to be 30 years.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, the color on it's impressive for sure.
Yeah, 30 years.
Oldest drink I've ever had.
Really?
You know what?
Oldest drink I've ever had.
30 years.
Yeah.
That might be.
That is pretty
That
good.
might be my case as well.
Yeah.
This might be the oldest thing.
That might be my case as well.
Oldest bourbon I had is
You're not
probably
going to
18.
get much more off. And Scotch, unless you did one that's past 30 years on the Scotch.
Yeah, Scotch is really the only other market where you see stuff this old. Armagnacs, honestly, it kind of seems to be a thing with Armagnacs, to where they age them 30 and 40 years. When I was doing my readings, it was saying, like I said, that they usually are distilled at 50 to 60%, and it takes about 30 years time to get them down to the 40%, which is what they're looking for, because that's a fully concentrated ending product. So.
Wow.
Now I will tell you.
That is dark. That's dark.
The nose is very strong, as you would expect for something that alcoholic.
Yes.
Getting raisins.
That a lot of year. I'm getting a lot of chocolate. Just me personally.
I'm getting raisins, chocolate. You're getting-
darker kind of mixed.
It's just
dark
to
chocolate.
me, it's a heavy smell.
It's very heavy.
I mean,
It is. I would almost describe it as heavy. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting raisins. Did I say that earlier?
Yeah, raisins definitely.
A lot of dried apricot too.
You're getting raisin guy.
They make raisins there.
Oh, California raisins over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it really does.
It's a nice nose. I mean, honestly,
Dried apricot, dried prune.
if you were to take vanilla extract,
Vanilla extract.
put it on a batch of
Wow. Orange.
freshly
I'm getting
dried
orange.
raisins,
Now I'm getting orange.
some citrus notes in there. The citrus note could be
Actually, orange.
could be a common thing. Like I said, I'm not sure with these 30-year-old bottles.
Let's give it a sip.
I know that some aged bourbon, they say, goes from cherry to citrus with some age, also some proof, and also just a concentration from how long it's been in the barrel, and also how high the proof on it is. So this could easily be citrus.
In my mouth.
Ooh. Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you this: 80 proof is a hot son of a gun.
It's pretty hot. It's very hot in the front. Man,
Yeah,
it's
that's hot.
super smooth though on the tongue.
I'm gonna do my trick. I'm
It's
gonna
Yeah.
desensitize my taste, but my
Yeah, the heat's all in the bag. There's none up front. I mean, it's a thick liquid. It's syrupy. I used to have a friend who would tilt the glass and always comment on the legs, because that's the
I'm going out.
oils in the liquid itself.
All right. I just desensitized my mouth.
It's pretty sweet.
Now this next one's gonna give me all the flavor. Yeah, it's got a nice thick oil to it.
Yeah, it's a very thick syrupy product. The nose is killer. The profile's great.
Oh, once you do that, once you hold it in your mouth for 10 seconds, desensitize it,
Yeah.
then you get all the flavor, all the smoothness. Now there's no burn. Wow, that is smooth and it's thick. It's oily.
That's what she said.
Oil's flavor.
And the oiliness helps the flavor last
Oh, yeah.
long.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So all those
It's
notes
finished.
that you're getting, the ending notes on them, which is that raisiny, rich vanilla, they just continue to go.
You know,
I mean,
it's
I've
like a
had 2
yogurt,
sips.
a white yogurt covered raisin, and I'm getting a hint of orange. That's me.
I haven't got the orange, I'll say.
I'm not getting wood like you would think 30 years. It's
I
not
think
coming
the
out with strong
orange,
wood.
the vanilla definitely, and like I said, I
What
go
if
a
it was
little
a
chocolate
second
in there.
finish?
It doesn't state, but like I said previously, the information behind these bottles, because there's so few of them out there.
Right.
I mean, I've seen a few different brands that really pick limited availability for their vintage ones, and they're just the premium barrels. I mean, part of the back on the bottle actually, which is the most information that I've found so far on the product itself, it says that just to be bottled as a VS, VSOP, or an XO from this Jollite company, they're premium selected barrels. So for them to pick something out of already what they classify as a premium selected, the fact that they chose this barrel, maybe this batch of
Right,
barrels, not much information on that. It does not say single barrel, but not being from France and knowing bourbon laws, that's a big thing here.
Or cognac laws.
Or cognac laws.
Or Armagnac.
Armagnac.
It's made from
They,
grapes.
they may not have to specify that. Maybe a
Right,
vintage thing
who
is
knows?
just saying, yeah, this came from a barrel, so
I'll tell you this.
limited. I mean, but it's really nice. And I mean, it
I'm
classifies it as a nectar just because I guess of the body on it.
I'm getting a cognac. I mean a coconut.
Coconut. You're getting on the nose or
Yeah, I'm gonna
taste. I can see some tropical notes in there.
Orange.
I've had
cherry.
a few cognacs and armagnacs to where I've really just pulled some crazy profiles. I mean, people who drink bourbon, American whiskey, rye, Scotch, Irish whiskey, so on and so forth.
60.
There's a lot of flavor notes that blend. There's a lot of flavor notes that are wildly different. But when you get into the category of a cognac, an armagnac, and a brandy, I mean, you're getting these profiles that are fruit derived,
Yeah.
and they're just so different. Those grain notes aren't there. It's these soft, beautiful,
Yeah, some great.
sun-dried notes, dried fruit flavors. Just
It is.
go into strong depths and those dark, rich flavors. I mean, you could almost say this is like a extra aged banana kind of note, just
Yeah.
due to the sweetness on it and just the darkness and the depth. So
Now how I'm getting a peachy. I'm getting a lot of different fruits out here. How much is this?
so the going price for this bottle specifically is $70. It
That's
looked
cheap for
like
30 years.
it is. It looked like back in 2020, due to everything going on, the price went up because you couldn't import stuff like this, and it maintained a premium price of $125 a bottle. But in standing right now in the market, most bottles that are running with this brand, 30 to 40 years old, maintain an average price of $70 to $100.
Think how much they lost to evaporation and leakage.
That's something that I actually talked to a friend of mine
30
about.
years.
And he said that through his experience and his personal knowledge, when it comes to Scotland and France and they age these barrels, they don't lose.
No.
Nowhere near as
what
much
I
as we
know
do.
Scotland loses about 2% a year.
2%.
Kentucky loses 6%.
6%.
So, but even
Those are
2%.
drastic numbers when you're talking about 30 years.
I believe it.
Yeah, 2% even. That's
So-
60%.
Yeah, I mean, you put it at 2%, 60% of that bottle was gone.
And if there's
that's
a
why
little
we're
leakage,
getting
you
these
can open a
constant
bone drawer.
dry. Yeah, that's very true. They say that, I don't know how many thousand barrels they open each year that have aged for less than 10 years here in Kentucky that are completely bone dry.
Right, so here's 30. And I know France
30.
might not have the weather we have here
No.
with the humidity and heat, but still, 30 years.
It's a long time to be
And those
in a
barrels do
wooden-
leak a little bit, and then, I mean, they still evaporate. I mean, it's the whole idea of breathing.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
that's why they age it, is because it does do things, it does concentrate in and out of the wood,
That's, I'm sure
it
that's
does
French
leak.
oak.
And then the water evaporates to kind of get that true nectar that we have here. So, no, I know you guys were planning on doing the bourbon review tonight, but I just
Yeah,
wanted to
this
stop
is much better.
by,
What do you
bring you
think?
something a little special.
Hey, I
like I
think
said,
this,
this is my birth year, so
Wow, that's
Uh,
pretty.
yeah, it means something to me.
That
You know, a
is
little
cool.
something extra. I've always wanted a bottle,
Yeah.
whether it be a wine or a spirit that was
Well, seal
vintage
up.
in my year.
And take it a shot with your friends every year.
That'd be a great idea. I should
Yeah.
I'll honestly do that.
Yeah,
so.
don't drink any more of it until next year on your birthday.
There you go.
Promise.
It'll continue.
Hopefully you're there.
Yeah.
Chili dog.
It'll
hopefully
continue to
you're
be
there.
as old as you are. So.
Hey,
Yeah,
exactly.
true.
Age with me. I appreciate
Wow.
you guys. Thank y'all so much.
All right, man.
Yeah, thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
All right, no problem.
I
Get
can have
this.
it.
All right, what's the name of the channel, everybody?
Hillbilly Select Reviews.
No, it's still distilled, brewed, and reviewed.
Mikey's a smart guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.